All right, well, Eric, it's 7:05. I say, roll it.
Yeah, sure. First up is a video by Sky. Sky, any comments you want to make before we start off your video?
As usual, it's not necessarily my favorite trips, although it probably is by default. It's my favorite trips where I had a camera. And they came out good. If the pictures didn't come out good, then it's not on the list. So if your paddle wasn't featured, it's not your fault.
And it's all Ricka.
And it's a good song.
Some of them are.
You guys see it?
Yep.
Yes.
Wait for it. Wait for it. I've seen it before.
I didn't even remember that myself. I'm glad you said that because I thought the
was
song
great
ended
stuff.
there.
For everybody listening, for kicks and giggles, the band that was just playing is a Rhode Island-based band that was formed out of the Rhode Island School of Design back in the 80s. They're called the Talking Heads.
I knew all about the Talking Heads. I'd forgotten that part. Wow.
Yep. So they formed in the
Right.
80s. They were all students at RISD and Brown.
Isn't that
David Lynch,
So,
right?
Wow.
And I was like, I thought the music went to the end of the pictures. I panicked for a minute, but I didn't remember that it stopped.
so Talking Heads put Rhode Island on the musical map in the 80s for a bit.
That was a great video.
Yep, it was great.
Great
So,
video.
so next up
Good pick.
is a Paddle Club video by Cheryl.
Okay,
Any comments, Cheryl? Before we
I'm
start?
here, yeah. It was our 21st year this year for the Paddle Club. So there's a few pictures of the season and of our founding ranger, Dan Mahag, and it ends with the VIP program winning the prestigious Hot Zog Award at Slater Mill. That's it.
Ah,
Uh-oh.
sorry, folks.
Yeah.
Ah, what did I do? We rehearsed this.
Imagine if we hadn't.
Right.
Here's the Cheryl one. You got it.
Here we go.
A very young Cheryl.
Beyond the signs and the tire tracks, past the point where I don't look back, there's a place that calls to me, where the wind and water speaks, and keep it wild and leave it free for those who walk here after me. From the desert sands to the glacier lakes, I'll make my mark and leave no trace.
I see this place just like a child. It's as fragile as it is wild. It's in my care, but I believe I need it more than it needs me.
So I keep it wild and leave it free for those who walk here after me. From the desert sands to the glacier lakes, I'll make my mark and leave no trace. I can give or I can take. The choice is mine to make. So I keep it wild and leave it free for those who walk here after me. From the desert sands to the glacier lakes, I'll make my mark, leave no trace. I'll make my mark and leave no trace.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very good.
Very nice.
Thank you.
So we actually have 2 North Main Woods videos. This is the first one, the Allagash. Chuck, you wanna introduce it a little?
Sure. So this was a Ricka wilderness trip up to the Allagash River. And we were really nervous about going up there because they had no rain. I was constantly watching the river gauges, and we basically ran it at about the lowest level you can possibly run it. And we ended up doing some walking through some of the rapids that were just too shallow. But nevertheless, it was a great trip. The upper lakes, it doesn't matter what the water levels are, they're always great. So it was a good trip. This is Allagash, July 2021.
Chuck, where'd you put in and take out?
So we put in at Chamberlain Bridge, also known as Telos Bridge, and we took out in Allagash Village.
You did the whole thing.
Did the whole thing.
You guys see it?
Yep.
like you ate well, Chuck.
I mean, usually when I do these trips, it's all freeze dried, but the group decided that we are going to do real food all week. And we split up the cooking duties and it was awesome. Yeah, we did not lose a single pound that trip.
By the
Jim
way,
How many
Cole-
nights?
Jim
I
Cole
may
made
have-
the 1,500-mile trip up from Florida.
Yeah, and then showed up again right after that for like a trip to the Adirondacks.
Just
Yeah.
reminding everyone that I may have muted some of the people. So just unmute yourself if you want to say something, and we welcome comments. So
Chuck, how many nights was that?
Oh boy, I don't remember. It was either 9 or 10 nights. I think it ended up being 9 nights. Now that I think
Wow.
about it.
sheesh.
So now something a little different from the Sea Kayak group. Tony, you want to talk a little bit about, introduce your video?
Yeah. Like Sky, I only photographed trips that I go on. I make that a rule. But every single trip I went on in the sea kayaking is represented here. So there's a few clips from each one, and you'll know when we're going into a different venue when you see the page turn. Now there will be a few clips between each venue there, so that for those to go from one scene to another at the same venue, you'll see a dissolve. But when it flips over like it's turning a page, that's when there's a new trip. Now, I didn't get to go on, I would have had 2 more in my presentation here, except my back went out.
Oh,
Oh,
So
bummer.
I'm better now, but I missed a couple trips. Anyways, that's
Oh,
So you may need to turn up the volume a little. It's tough to get all of these at kind of the same volume level.
how long and skinny those boats are?
wow.
I think Earl and I paddled this bay one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the winter. I got soaked.
we like to go out right after or before a hurricane.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, they're rocking and rolling there.
Yeah.
I love that these are all actual videos.
Yeah.
Cool.
We call it an elevator where you have when you go up and down right next to a rock.
Where was that, Tony?
Oh, that one was, where was that? I don't know. I'd have to go
On
back.
it, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was Sakana.
I think it was Sakana.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
That's Greg Paquin in the Blue Boat. Some of you may know him.
Okay.
I'm gonna be there tomorrow, Tupperware.
St. Howard is a nice venue.
I'm gonna be digging runnels.
We go out there a lot.
Good surf music.
Yeah, that's Mackerel Cove.
Oh, yeah.
How long is an average trip?
What was that?
How long is an average trip?
Well, usually we take off at 10 in the morning, and we get back by usually somewhere between 2 and 3.
Wow.
Of course, that includes lunch.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Looks awesome.
yeah.
Great
So
video.
that's it come out a little bit bumpy. Was it bumpy for everyone?
That was great.
Oh, it's perfect.
A little
It
bit.
looked fine.
bit.
Yeah, it was
That
fine.
looked fun.
Oh, maybe it's our computer or the connection with the Cox. That might be it, because it was sort of jumpy.
No, not at all. On my
Yeah.
Oh,
end.
good. Okay, I'm glad it, yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
recording.
it was excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, very well
recording,
done.
So you ought to be able to, see it and you can check it out. But I think it came out real smooth on my end.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's perfect.
if I
Such a
go
beautiful-
directly to YouTube myself, it comes out smooth.
Our connection here is
Yeah.
sketchy.
Yeah. Well, it's such a beautiful coast, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So next up is Sharon. It's a short one, Sharon. Anything you want to say about it?
No, nothing too much. Just a couple shots I took in my first go of making a video and contributing to
Right.
movie night.
That's right. Well, we're glad you
Alright.
contribute.
Thank you.
Yay.
I had to get the cat in there because I can't bring her on the boat, so there it is.
I love the punk music.
Yeah,
gonna
that is that
say.
fun?
Yeah.
Eric, I do want to say that one picture of the water going over the dam there, that's actually Bradford. When we were supposed to
okay.
go after the big rain. And so I
Ah,
went out to check it out and see, as you can see, you can't see anything there. You can't see, I mean, it was way underwater.
Wow.
So yeah, it was fascinating actually. So anyway, thanks.
we could have run it.
That was
Oh
great.
yeah, heck yeah, we could have. We just decided not to.
Yeah. So the next one is mine, and it is favorite trips. So it's not all Ricka trips, but I would venture to say that almost everybody here is represented in here someone. You'll see Bill Luther here the most though, because he's been my paddling buddy this year. So anyway, so here's mine.
Here I go, swinging low across that county line. The noose that was around my neck is far behind. And your smile still owns my soul. Oh, my love, goodbye. Yeah, swinging low across that county line. Now this county line talks to me. She knows love brought me to this highway. You were close to me. Your eyes could not see. Now, half of me walk right through the door. So here I go, swinging low across that county line, searching for the soul that left me behind. And if I find peace of mind, I'll be back again. Yeah, swinging back across that county line. Now this destiny, it ain't enough to be now. Could I have ever made you We're swinging low across that county line. Searching for the soul that left me behind. And if I find peace of mind, I'll be back again. We're swinging back across that county line.
Well done.
Well done.
Great song too.
Not a bad,
I
not a
love
bad
that
paddling
song.
year.
That-
I do
I love
too.
Poussette Dart. That's
I love
that's great
Poussette
music.
Dart Band too.
Yeah, they are good, yeah.
I was just talking with some old friends about a concert we went to in Philly.
With Poussette Dart. The Poussette Dart Band opened up for Peter Frampton and Yes.
Wow.
That was 1976.
Wow. I was 10 years old then.
I got out of the Navy.
So was
then.
I.
I think I was married.
Hey, Bob
That was
Laksha,
a
I think I'm
great
gonna try yours.
diversity
It's
of
a little
trip.
different, but you want to tell us a little bit about your video and your trip?
Sure. So it's the St. John River up in Maine. It was also a very low water levels. So kind of usually the big things that you're looking for are big rapids and big black rapids, and they are very, very tame to get through. So the video part of going through them may seem unspectacular, and it kind of was, but it was just it was my first time doing the St. John, so I wanted to video that. This is a guided trip with Dave Conley. He runs a business called Canoe the Wild. I've been a client of his many times and gotten to be friends with him, so I've helped him guide youth groups. And then I hope to work part-time as a guide for him next summer, guiding a few trips.
Let's see. You guys see it?
Yep.
Yep.
More good food. Nice eat well.
This looks like Big Rapid.
This is Big Rapids. It's usually a mile section of class 3, where we just kind of well walked and ran it on the left hand.
Look, you got some rocks to dodge.
That was the whole process. The whole thing, yep.
It gets really busy around that corner up ahead to the right.
Very efficient packing job.
Hey, a polar.
There we go, a canoe polar. That's what
I did a little bit of polling. I just didn't have the camera on really.
Bridge.
That's a great picture.
And
So
that was
besides
pretty
being
That's
a great,
great.
so besides
Yeah,
being a
thank you,
great
Bob.
guy, Dave Conley will take the best picture of you that you've ever had in the outdoors. That picture at the
Nice.
end is just like he's amazing. So it's but Chuck, was that you commenting? You've done the St. John. Who was commenting about the St. John?
Yeah, I did the St. John about 3 years ago.
Okay.
So, and it was on the low medium side.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I would say medium high side, but by the time we got down to Big Black and Big Rapids, it was maybe 4,500 CFS.
Okay. Kind of what we were having. Yep.
Yeah, and that Big Rapids, it's like pretty calm for like the first mile and a half. Then you go around that right corner and things get really busy.
Yep.
So we got 3
Nicely
left.
done. Nicely done.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
beautiful, Bob. Thank you. Thanks for
It's
sharing.
beautiful there.
So this is Cheryl, another one of yours, a camping video, but not quite as remote as we just saw, huh?
Oh, no, some base camping. Great trips this year, Adirondacks, the Berkshires, Cape Cod. It's a good year.
Here we go.
We can go to Butterfield Falls. That's a lot.
Very fun, very fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who left? An Adirondacks video, Chuck?
Yeah, so this Cheryl had some of the pictures of that trip. My video focuses just on the Adirondacks trip. Ricka does a trip up to the Adirondacks traditionally in August every year. Next year, we're looking to do it in the fall, after Labor Day in September. So I think there was an announcement about it in the Paddler just this past November issue. But it's a great trip. We base camp usually at one of the state campgrounds, and I like to call the Adirondacks the boundary waters of the East, because there's so much great paddling up there, like all kinds of day trips we do from our base camp just to paddle around in different places. So all these pictures are my pictures from the trips that I led on the Adirondacks trips.
Wow, that's great.
I want to go
Very
back.
nice.
It'll be nice in September, huh?
I hope
Yes.
so, yeah.
I'm testing out my camper this weekend on Belvedere. And
All right.
I've got my heater ready, although that won't necessarily work in the Adirondacks, but
Nope. unless you have battery backup.
Well, maybe we'll have a different camper then. We'll see.
So last video, back to the North Main woods, Whitewater. Paul, anything you want to say about this, or let it speak for itself?
Yeah, no, we saved the largest Ricka group for last. It consists of myself and Eric and Andy, who hasn't kayaked in years, but we did sneak in a picture of him back in his glory days. The first two rivers are up in Maine, but those are dam releases, so there's plenty of water in those rivers. And so yeah, let it roll.
Well, I'll tell you, the second river is not one that I've been on, so, and you'll see why in a second.
Love the Dam River.
I've been on it, yeah. A lot of people.
Pat and I, Pat is a non-group playing member. They're both in group kayak. That's what they do.
Big water in that gorge.
If it keeps on raining, levee's gonna break. If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. When the levee breaks, I have no place to stay. Need a levee, taught me to weep and mourn. Need a levee, taught me to weep and mourn. It's got what it takes to make a mountain man dig his home. Oh well, oh well,
Pause that right there. There's our treasurer. For those of you who haven't seen him, right in the middle.
Little,
there's
if you
the
can
white
see my
helmet.
cursor, that's his head right there.
That's Andy's head without a boat now.
And rabbit to
There's
swim.
no boat under him.
We had to embarrass him.
Yeah.
Wow, that
Wow.
was awesome.
Wow.
Excellent.
Amazing,
feel
Paul.
like-
I don't believe
I
you
feel
ran
like such
that.
a wimp.
I know, right? I'm so
Yeah.
embarrassed.
Just a wall of water.
Wow.
So that's it,
stuff.
everybody. It's been
Well,
a
that was
very
a
good
great
paddling
presentation.
year by all the videos.